the Fast Five Friday. That is the who, what, where, when, and why. I have had a hard time getting centered and grounded today. Fair warning, full disclosure. I've got sort of a stressful day ahead of me, and I'm going to do the very best I can. I've sat down and started getting clear, and I will do the best I can for all of you. But I should warn you that I am feeling challenged this morning. So here we go. Let's get the Friday Fast Five for the community, please. The who, what, where, when, and why. Who? The Empress. What? Work. Where? Dealing with people. When? At the inopportune time. And why? Because you're making advances toward a goal, toward moving on, doing something that is more geared toward yourself and not so much toward your past. It's what you're moving into. So see these cards here and understand that we are being asked right now to embody the Empress. The Empress is the one who is able to understand what's needed and foster an environment for growth. All right? The what is having to do with something that you're practicing, something that you're working toward. The where is wherever you're dealing with people, wherever you need to take the lead in something, getting people on board, forming a community. When is at the time when you're feeling a little bit disappointed or things need to go better. You need to correct something from the past that didn't work. And the why is because you're moving on to something better. You're moving on to bigger and better things. You may have hit a crossroad and you're getting ready to go closer to what you were intended for. Is there one more card coming in? Yeah, have fun with this. The Six of Cups coming in is Spirit's advice. Be generous with yourself. Have fun. Take care of yourself as well. And make sure that you're able to move through this in a way that doesn't bring you down. You got to keep the energy lifted. You got to keep your chin up as you're going forward. Okay, so that was the Friday Fast Five. Not many people in the room. I've started out early today. If you have a question, go ahead and pop it in the chat box so that I will answer it for you. If I don't have a lot of people in the next minute or so, I think I am going to close this out early today. That might just be what's needed for the highest good. There's Stephen Yuri. Good morning, Stephen. Do you have a question today? I'm on a little bit earlier than usual, and I'm going to kind of see how things go this morning. Might not be on very long. This week has just been a busy week for me with work and doing things. So I'm doing what I can in all areas, including this one. So if you have a question, go ahead and pop it in the chat box. I'll get that answered for you. Started the ball rolling yesterday. What's the outlook? Started the ball rolling yesterday. What's the outlook? I can tell you that I just saw the tower in my right hand. So getting the ball rolling is definitely going to cause some upheaval. It's definitely going to cause a great shakeup. What is the outlook? Remember, the tower is not always negative. Sometimes what you're trying to do is create upheaval. Seeing a lot of cards in my right hand that are strong proponents for positivity. So keep that in your mind. Six of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, the Moon in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, the Star in reverse. Okay, so definitely starting to get the ball rolling has I'm understanding from this reading that it's going to create a domino or a snowball effect, okay? This is going to change a lot of things. It's going to change a shift. What I'm reading into the Six of Cups in reverse is that the energy is shifting. So whoever was the receiver is going to have an opportunity to be giving, and that could be with any kind of energy. And whoever was giving is going to be receiving. So that's a big shift, and that's going to change the course here. You're going to stop feeding something and cause that pivot, okay? Judgment in reverse reminds you that you've got to keep a clear head throughout this, because people aren't going to understand what it is your goals are or exactly what you're doing. So make sure that you are able to clearly communicate and really grab onto the intention here, okay? It's going to be important for you all the way along. It's also going to change your mind. I think this shift is going to kind of change your mind about things in some areas, and you might have a new judgment, yourself. You might be judging the situation differently now that you have created this change, because if you create a change, you're going to illuminate things that you weren't aware of before. So the judgment in reverse is sort of like, okay, you're going to see things a little bit differently now, and you want to make sure that you're communicating clearly as you go along. The moon in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm feeling like those two, the energies of those two are sort of combining. Like you're not looking forward to some of the difficulties of this. Once you get the ball rolling, you know you're sort of committing to something that might not be easy the whole way, and it's tough to stay motivated. Keep going with it, okay? There are going to be ups and downs along this trajectory, so understand that and just keep going. Just keep moving along, listening to your intuition, and getting refocused as necessary, getting re-inspired as necessary, okay? Because sometimes, well, especially when you just start to get the ball rolling, if you don't have immediate understanding and acknowledgement and acceptance from the people that you're making the changes with, it can feel kind of defeating. It can kind of knock the wind out of your sails. You got to keep going. Understand that that's going to be happening a little bit throughout the way. And the star in reverse really is telling me that this is a complete restructuring of things, okay? It might not look exactly like you want it to look the whole way along, but you gotta allow some of the chaos to create the changes. Don't try to hold on too tightly to anything. Don't get attached to anything along the way. Keep your goal in mind and work toward that. All right. Anything else coming in for Stephen? Definitely a big shift in this. There's just such a big shift in this in terms of the reciprocation of energies here. There's a big shift that is occurring as a result of you getting the ball rolling. So keep on moving along with this, all right? I'm feeling the Two of Pentacles coming in here, even though we didn't pull it. Keep going with the rhythm of this, because there's no clear indication that the outcome has been established yet. There's work to do. You've gotten the ball rolling, but there's work to do still to determine the outcome. So, okay. Let's go ahead. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Let's see. Sandra Wehunt. No one cared. Aesthetic Delta. Great to see you and good morning to you as well. Yes, good morning, Aesthetic Delta. Glad you're here. Yeah, that was... The cats were watching the table here, so I just thought I'd put that in there instead of the usual. The tower illuminates everything. It really does. Good morning, Divine Timing. General reading for you, yes. Divine Timing. Can you have a general reading for Divine Timing, please? And I kind of did something yesterday for someone, I think it was Prisha, where they wanted a general reading for 2025. And the way those cards pulled out, I asked for relationships, career, health, and what they didn't see coming. And I think I'm going to do the same for you today. I kind of like that one card for each category in the general reading. So let's see how that goes with you today. Could we have a general reading for divine timing, please? Love, health, career, and what they don't see coming. We'll think about love, then health, then career, and then what they don't see coming. Love. You might be going solo for a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you've been trying to get into a relationship or if you've been sort of solo for a while or if you're leaving a relationship. But this Eight of Cups definitely demonstrates you being on your own for a while because it's time for you to be figuring things out for your highest good and not necessarily for the highest good of a partner. I'm feeling like any kind of romantic partnership is just going to get in your way. So that's why you're getting this Eight of Cups upright. And then we wanted to do health. Was health next? Let's see. That was love, health, career, and then what you don't see coming. Health. Okay, take care of yourself. This might be why your Eight of Cups is upright in the love arena because the King of Cups here is in reverse. There might be something that you need to dive into a little bit in terms of diagnostics. If you've been feeling unhealthy in some way, whether it's mental or physical health, emotional or spiritual health, you want to listen to your subconscious on that, okay? Because something is a little bit off, and you might need to examine and explore some possibilities right now in terms of how your health is doing. And your physical health, I'm feeling, needs a little bit more attention right now. I'm also, this does not often come through with the King of Cups for me, but I am getting, and this is going to sound so silly, I am getting the idea that you need to be doing some kind of cleansing or flushing, drinking a lot of water right now. I mean, of course, you can see the water in the King of Cups card, but there's something that is stagnating in your health right now, and you need to flush it out, okay? Let's see what the career has to say. No new prospects in career either. This, I think your general reading is absolutely focusing on your well-being, okay? It's like you got to focus inward and take care of yourself right now. I'm thinking that there are some, if you've been wondering what to do with your career, if you've been trying to branch out in something, the energies are not there for friendly business acquaintances right now. And you probably need to be sort of skeptical about things a little bit. If somebody is offering you something in terms of career, and it seems too good to be true, stay away from that. Definitely go in with a sense of skepticism. A card just fell out, and I wonder if this is what you don't see coming. The Chariot, what you don't see coming is that everything is about to align for you. Okay, so however you're feeling right now, understand that if you can go on trajectory where you are following your own course, getting closer to what is needed for you, focusing in on your health and well-being, flushing out the stagnation, all right? That is going to get you moving on the right course, and you will feel like you have control over the situation again. And it's not overly controlled. It's a very calm control. It's like you know what is needed, you know what's about to happen, you can predict and keep things sort of in line. So focus on this area here of getting yourself in a really healthy place in all aspects of that. And then you're going to find yourself just moving freely in a straight line forward. Things are going to move quickly for you. Okay. So that's your Love, health, career, and what you don't see coming general reading for today, divine timing. I hope that that helps and makes a lot of sense for you. Let's go ahead and scroll down. You're welcome, Stephen Yuri. Lighting the dark. Good morning. May I ask for a general read, please? Yes, and I'm going to do the same thing for you that I just did. We'll do love, health, career, and then what you don't see coming. All right, so lighting the dark would like a general reading. Could we understand generally love, health, career, and what they don't see coming? What does lighting the dark have coming in for love today and in the near future? Queen of Wands. Okay, so be yourself. Lighting the dark, if you are, no matter where you are in your romantic relationship spectrum, okay, you want to make sure that you are fully being yourself. Be really, really confident. You're in a place right now where you can embrace who you are and live into that fully, okay? It's like you are going to understand what's needed in any direction in terms of relationship, whether you're in a relationship and you're trying to figure out what's the best course of action to make it the best relationship it can be. Use your Queen of Wands, use your charisma, use your confidence, use your creative thinking. If you are looking to meet someone new, same thing goes. Charisma, confidence, problem solving, creative thinking. And if you're trying to get out of a relationship, same thing. Use that Queen of Wands energy, okay? Next is health. Oh, you might be healing from something. Something that you suffered from physically or mentally. There was some kind of health breakdown and you are on the mend. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. You're getting yourself closer to a healthier situation. Career, things might not be looking so great in the near future for your career. I don't know if you are kind of stuck where you are, not seeing many prospects to move forward. It seems like maybe you've been nurturing the wrong aspects of career and you need to start focusing on putting more energy into some other areas in the career department. Not a whole lot of growth in the career department right now. What don't you see coming? Let's go right here. It's time to hold on and save money, and that might have to do with this career situation. So what you don't see coming is that you're going to need to hold on to your assets. You're going to have to save your money. You do not want to overspend, okay? Make sure you're holding on to things. Just don't go on any shopping sprees. Be very frugal. Save money where you can. All right, start piling up, start squirreling away. All right, that's what you need to do. That's what you don't see coming. So thank you for letting me read your cards today. I hope you enjoyed that general reading for health, love, career, and what you don't see coming. Aesthetic Delta, what's the outlook and guidance about me and Nicole this month? Let's find out what's going on with Aesthetic Delta and Nicole this month. Nicole is a Leo. What's going on for Aesthetic Delta and Nicole? Doing some good stuff in my right hand here. Four of Wands was in there. Justice. Aesthetic Delta and Nicole. Three of Cups. Things are feeling really good. Queen of Cups. Yeah, a lot of room for connection with Nicole. Okay, I think you guys are going to be able to see each other pretty clearly, and I think that there is some potential for some real romance to evolve between you guys. King of Cups in reverse. she might be a little bit better at communicating feelings, and it might scare you off a little bit. Like, I don't know if she's going to be very bold in how she expresses herself, or if she shares something with you that you're unfamiliar with, but there might be something this month where there's a conversation or some kind of interaction where it kind of makes you feel like, what do I do here? How do I respond to this? You're going to want to respond openly, okay? If you're confused about something, ask her to clarify. Here's that high priestess. Yeah, if she shares something with you, don't make any assumptions about Nicole, all right? Do not make any assumptions about Nicole. If you feel intimidated by the depth of your emotions toward this person, maybe let her know, and ask questions. Nicole, I think, is a pretty interesting person, and I think that this could be really good for you. Anything else coming in here? They might have someone between the two of you might have some worries or anxieties. They might be in a transition right now. So if that's going on with Nicole, that probably is why you want to ask questions and just be curious. Just be really curious and see what they have to offer, because I think that there's something good. Yeah. Yeah. I think that Nicole is definitely going through something, and I think you are too. And I'm wondering if that kind of scares you, that emotional depth with someone. There's potential for Nicole to kind of be the one, and you might not be ready to settle into that. So play around with this. Have some fun with this. Ask questions, be curious, see how things feel, and be open with your emotions along the way with Nicole. I think that there's a lot of potential here. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. Divine timing, do you know how funny it is? You're thanking me for being here every day. And I got to tell you, I was really close several days this week to saying, should I not go on this morning? Because I've had a stressful week, and it's taken a lot for me to be able to clear out. I don't want to sit down at this table and read people's cards if I have my own stuff going on, because it feels like it clouds the reading. And it's really difficult to get through the clouding sometimes. Even after I clear out and I become that conduit, sometimes it still gets tricky. And I don't ever want to give someone a false reading. So there have been days this week where I've been like, maybe I shouldn't. But I've come to the table each day with the understanding that if things start going south, I will just be honest about it. You know, I'll just say the disclaimer and be like, look, I don't know if this is for you. This might be some interference here. So that's given me some flexibility. So thank you for being here every day as well, and allowing me to read your cards, giving me this opportunity. Yeah, they are so attuned. Divine timing. I'm not looking right now for a relationship. I've been single for a while and trying to heal and grow. Well, that is your general reading today. Absolutely. Mila, hello ma'am, happy Friday, doing fine, how are you? Divine timing, I will do a cleanse. I've been thinking about doing something soon. Yeah, I think right now might be the best time for that. David Price, hi, could you tell me when will I find a move so I can move home? Thanks. Oh, okay. David Price is trying to move. Let's find out what David Price needs to know about this move. How soon will it be? And what do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about this move? There's so many moving parts when it comes to finding a new place to live. So many factors play into that. And, Spirit understands that if the goal is to just move quickly, I mean, that can happen. You might not be happy about where you move. So I'm going to kind of keep this open-ended with Spirit a little bit. Like, we'd like to know when this is going to happen, but also for the highest good. Like, we're not trying to find out just how soon this move is going to be. How soon is the best move for your highest good going to be? I think let's do that. Let's ask that question. So, how soon is the move for David Price's highest good going to come? How soon will that be? Probably pretty soon. You've got the Three of Swords coming in reverse. So this is going to be the end of something. It might be quicker than you think. Yeah, and you need to act now. Be ready to act and change. Wow, the Hierophant in reverse. So you actually are going to make a move very quickly. Every day. You need to be working on this every day. It's action time. So don't allow this to happen to you, okay? Because there is a move in the energy here. So you really need to be focused mentally and physically and emotionally on the move, because you want to take some of the creation of you want to be in charge of some of the creation of this move. You are moving soon, so you got to really focus your energy on how this is going to look and what the results are going to be. Okay, so just keep putting out there mentally as you are manifesting, as you are meditating, the things you have in mind, what kind of place you want to be, what you want this to look like. Leave some of the how up to Spirit, because the how is happening already. And just act on this, okay? Definitely act on this. Be searching. You're not swimming upstream right now, okay? So put the effort in, and it's coming. Anything else coming in here? Yeah, the move is coming. So there is this opening your perspective and allowing yourself to be fully present to every step of the way. All right. Throughout this move, you want to be fully present every step of the way and just expand your horizons. I don't remember if I shared the story yet on YouTube about the way things went when we were moving, but very similar energy coming through here. As soon as I expanded my perception of what was needed, and I removed some of the mental blocks about what I thought it had to look like, the universe stepped in and was like, here is everything that's actually on your list of wants and needs, and it's coming in a package that you did not know it could come in, and it was there, and it was like, it's all for you right here. We've done it together. So take that sort of creative license right now and be really present. The move is happening. Thank you for letting me read your cards, and thank you for that reading. Nick Smith, does my girlfriend love me? Let's see, Nick Smith. What does Nick's girlfriend feel toward Nick? Does Nick's girlfriend love them? Getting some positive cards in the shuffle. Got some positive cards in the shuffle. Let's see where this is going. Does Nick's girlfriend love him? The moon. Yeah, I think there's definitely a pull. Yeah. So, yes, your girlfriend loves you. There are some things that she's not sure about. There are some things that she is not content with. Don't make her settle, because she does have love for you, but she's not sure if things are going to work out between you guys. Okay, so make sure you're keeping open communication, listening. Okay, listening is going to be really important in your relationship. Understanding each other at a deeper level is going to be important. And then making a choice. Are the needs and wants of you and your girlfriend um, things that can be provided to each other and by each other? Or is the highest love for both involved to move on? Right now, your girlfriend doesn't want to move on, but there are some areas of dissatisfaction, some things that she's not okay with. Yeah, and it's making her wonder if it's worth working on. So you need to have a conversation. Your girlfriend loves you, but they are not sure how this is going to look. They don't want to walk away, but there are definitely some heavy concerns, okay? And you're going to need to decide whether or not you are open to listening and addressing some concerns. Can you work it out? Be prepared for conflict, and conflict doesn't necessarily mean fighting, okay? Conflict simply means a difference of opinion and wants and needs, and trying to make things work if you can, and understanding that sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Oh, wow, divine timing. Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you for being here, lighting the dark. Mila, can I ask, what will my mom and sister think about my illustration profile and about how I will express my thoughts in words on page? Okay. Thoughts in words on my page. What will mom and sister think about illustration profile? How will Mila express her thoughts in words on her page? I feel like we're already ready to pull. I think you're worried, and I think that you're afraid to express all of your true thoughts on the page. And some of it, like, you're using good judgment about. So this has to do with you expressing your thoughts and words on the page. And I think your mom and sister are going to have some advice for you, or they're going to plant seeds of doubt, possibly. I don't know that they're going to intend to do that. I wonder if you have some beliefs and worries about making sure that this is palatable and something that they would like. And I think that you're very concerned. I mean, anytime we want to put our thoughts and words down and express ourselves in some kind of art form, our goal is always to convey a message. And sometimes it can be really hard to know if we are conveying the message that we intend to convey, because we don't have control necessarily over how people are going to receive our message. So it's kind of tricky, because you do have some blocks that don't belong there, but overall, if your goal is to relay a message and evoke some kind of emotional response, you have to use good judgment. You have to be able to figure out how people are going to receive, because you have a goal in mind. So some of the blocks need to be removed. Okay, you've got this 8 of Swords that represents entrapment, false self-imprisonment, beliefs that hold us back, beliefs that prevent us from seeing clearly. Okay, so see if you can remove some of those blocks, because the very next card you have is the Six of Swords, and that is saying, look, you're going to achieve this goal. All right, the path forward is the path forward, however that is intended to be. You're on the right path right now. And yes, it is time to remove some of the beliefs that don't belong, some of the blocks that don't belong, but you're on the right track. This is all part of the process, okay? That's what you want to understand, and that's going to give you some clarity. Don't deny the truth. Don't hide anything. If you want to convey your message, you have to be honest, okay? And I think that some of the blocks are the blocks that prevent you from being fully honest and in your work, okay? So try not to worry so much about the judgment of others. Just worry about relaying your message, okay? There's a difference between the receipt and understanding of a message and judgment. And you want to focus on the receipt and understanding of your message, okay? Overall, you've got the Lovers here. So I think that your mother and sister are probably going to really like this. And your message is going to foster connection and unity. So this is a good thing. You're on the right track, okay? See if you can remove some of those worries and blocks. And just try it on. Just see how it feels, okay? Thank you for letting me read your cards. Thank you for that answer. Samantha Marie, blessed rising, good morning. Hope you're doing well today. As for everyone else, may I have a general reading? Yes, and I'm going to try out the general reading that I've been doing since yesterday. So I'll be pulling you full 4 cards. I wonder why I just said full. I pictured the full in my mind just now. Maybe it's a new beginning. Maybe doing this 4-card spread is a new beginning, and there's potential with this. Let's see how this looks. I'll pull for the general reading a love card, a health card, a career card, and a what you don't see coming card. All right, that will be your general reading. So, for Samantha Marie, what do we need to know about love? What do we need to know about love? And then health, and then career, and then what they don't see coming. What is in the love department? Love and romance. Something you don't know. There's something you don't know about your love department. This might have to do with keeping secrets. I'm feeling like if you're in a romantic relationship, or if you're starting to talk to someone right now, or if you're not in a relationship, secrets are present, okay? They might be your secret. You might have a secret admirer. You might have some underlying knowledge that your partner isn't being fully honest with you, or vice versa. Maybe you're not being fully honest with them, but there's a secret at the heart of your love reading. So if you're single, it may be that you, or even if you're not single, who knows, you might have a secret admirer. If you're in a relationship, there might be a secret that is impacting your connection, okay? What do we need to know about health? Time to get some rest, okay? When the 4 of Swords comes in the health reading, you got to get some rest. You got to make sure you're sleeping well at night. Don't stay up late. It is time for you to rest, okay? If you're nursing an injury or an illness, it's time for healing right now. So see how you feel. in your body and in your mind, and figure out how best you can allow that space for healing by being restful. Okay. What's coming in for career? Potentially new career prospects, or someone's going to notice you. If you're not already looking for new career paths, if you're in a place of employment, or if you're self-employed, if you're already engaged in your job, someone might notice you. Someone might notice your efforts and really appreciate them. Okay, it might be time to be talking to people or networking, making friends, getting yourself out there. All right, because this Page of Cups coming in upright is about learning connections with new people and people being curious about you. So harness that energy when it comes to work. What don't you see coming? There might be a little bit of dissatisfaction coming forward. You might hit something in the near future where you either need to let go of some of your assets, and that's disappointing for you, or you find yourself less satisfied than you think you should be based on the efforts that you've put in. You might also be breaking some attachments. You might be realizing that, I don't know why this is coming in. It's like, yeah, I've been holding on to these cherished items for so long, and it's time for me to do a cleaning out. And I no longer feel connected to these cherished items, and it's okay for me to let them go now. Like, that is really coming in kind of big for you in this reading, is all of a sudden not feeling so connected to something that you've been holding on to and being willing to let it go to free up some space. So that's what you don't see coming, which is interesting. All right, thank you for letting me read that for you. That was your general reading, Samantha Marie. Let's see. Faria Shahid, hi, how are you? She's been resistant to speak of her feelings so far. Wow. Maybe she's protecting her feelings. Maybe she's the one who's really afraid to commit. Because I think that she feels a pull here. She feels a pull toward you, Aesthetic Delta. Faria Shahid, I am engaged to someone that I don't want to be with anymore. How can I break things off with him? He is toxic. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. How do they break this engagement? How can they break this engagement? How can they break this engagement? Tricky, tricky. Conflict. Conflict toward moving on your own path again. I always watch the cards in my right hand, and this is clearly for you. It's going to be really, really hard for you to break free from this. But it is the right thing to do. You've got the Ace of Wands coming up. You're not going to be able to do this without people. You need a team. You need people to be working with you on this. The answer is not going to come to you alone. Okay? You need help with this. You need to get people to help you out with this. It can't be done quietly. All right? That's the thing that you need to understand. You do need to break this off, but you have to communicate with your allies, either your family or your friends, trusted people in your life. You need to lean on them right now, and you need to get everybody on the same page. You've got to communicate your concerns. You cannot put any more energy into the engagement. You must begin putting energy into finding a way out. That is for sure. This engagement is going nowhere. Um, don't worry about some of the things that I know you're probably worried about. Like, don't worry about how this makes you look. Don't worry about other people's feelings. Don't worry about financial stuff. If you're focused on all the reasons why you can't break off this engagement, you're going to end up getting stuck marrying this person. You have to focus on just the fact that you cannot marry this individual, and you need to talk to whatever people you can talk to help you get out of this. Okay? That's what you need to do. This can't be done quietly. This has to be done through communication. All right? And you can't just communicate this to your fiance. You need to talk to people you trust first and then do it together. I'm almost feeling like when you break it off with your fiance, you want to do it in public. You want to do it in a setting where there are other people around, which seems counterintuitive, but it's intuitive. Trust me, it's absolutely intuitive. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Smoshy Pancakes, welcome back. Will my ex come back to me, or will I meet the one for me soon? I hope to settle soon. Okay. Smoshy Pancakes is ready to settle down. Is the ex going to return, or are they going to meet someone new who's going to be that person for them, that true soulmate, the person they're going to settle down with and live happily ever after? Well, I'm getting cards in my right hand already that are suggesting it's not going to be the ex. Let's see where this is going. Will Smoshy Pancakes meet that person soon that they are going to settle down with? They're ready. They're ready to settle in with someone special. Temperance coming in here. Four of Pentacles. Okay, it's not going to happen soon, but you cannot settle. Okay, you cannot settle just to make this happen sooner. You want to find some way to be contented on your own right now. Start holding on to things. This Four of Pentacles, I want you to just kind of look at that card for a minute and see how they're holding on to their possessions, okay? Do not settle. Do not settle, all right? Move your way through a little bit longer and just be kind of patient, because your right person is coming, but they can't come if you are rushing the process. Okay, you've got to find contentment where you are. And although I know you're ready to settle down right now, if you choose someone who you know is not your person, you're going to be settling. You're going to be settling to settle down. You're going to be sacrificing your highest good in order to make that happen. Don't do that. You're being asked not to do that. That's going to result in failure. It's not for your highest good. So what can you do? This is part of your journey right now. There's a reason you're here. You're taking the scenic route to your person. It's not the chariot a beeline, okay, where you rush into something. You just happen to meet the person when you're young, and you know you guys are going to get married, and you do everything that you can. It's not a matchmaking. This is the slow, meandering, scenic route. You got to meet some more people, I think, and you have to learn more about yourself, and you need to see some more things before you meet the person you're intended to spend the rest of your life with. It's not time for you to settle down yet, okay? You're still on the scenic route, so be very present right now. Get everything you can out of this experience. There's something to be gained right now from being single, from not being settled in with someone, okay? Anything else coming in? Don't rush it. You just don't want to rush this, okay? You cannot settle for anything less. You cannot rush into this. It is too important where you are right now. You're going to get something amazing out of this scenic route of the moon, okay? So smoshy pancakes, embrace it. Embrace this single life. Embrace yourself, love yourself, enjoy every moment of it, because your person is coming. They're just not coming yet. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Aesthetic Delta says, so it's always been quite like on the periphery of where we can share any feelings, although I'm the one usually wearing my heart on my sleeve with her. Perfect Michelle, be curious. That's what I needed to hear. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you, Stephen. Good morning, Ari. Oh, your birthday is on the 18th of April? I have someone very, very special in my life whose birthday is also on the 18th of April. Wishing you a super happy birthday month, Ari. And while I'm sitting here and this is coming in, it would be probably a mistake if I held back that I think Aesthetic Delta and Ari, the beautiful Aries princess, should maybe have a conversation at some point. I would be on board with that matchup. Not that you're here for matchmaking, but I feel like there could be a good connection there. Just saying. Just saying. None of my business, but I can't not say it. I gotta say what's coming through. What's coming in this month for Ari, the beautiful Aries princess? It's birthday month. What is coming in? Ooh, Ace of Swords. This is a leveling up. Ari, expect to feel leveled up in some way, okay? And having a new frame of reference, understanding yourself a little bit deeper, seeing the truth of situations a little bit clearer. There's an opportunity this month to get some real clarity, and I'm feeling a big leveling up here. 5 of Cups in upright, and then the 4 of Wands in reverse, and then the 7 of Pentacles. Someone in your life is going to disappoint you. Okay, I don't know if it's that they're going to forget your birthday, or you are going to think that something is coming and it doesn't. But this has to do with a person in your life. And there is going to be some disappointment coming your way. So what can you do about that? Because it's not everything. This is just going to be one aspect of this month. So how best do you manage that disappointment? Turn the other cheek, okay? When someone disappoints you this month, you have a choice to make. You can dwell on the disappointment, okay? And dwelling is different than acknowledging. It's important to acknowledge disappointment. It's important to assert when you have been disappointed and communicate that, Okay, it's really important to feel all of these feelings. It's also not healthy, it's not helping anything to dwell on a disappointment. So when you experience this disappointment, whatever it is, and I'm feeling like it's not going to be too big, it's just going to be between you and like one other person, you kind of were hoping something was going to happen with them, and maybe it doesn't. There's going to be something that kind of makes you feel disappointed, and when that happens, you want to acknowledge it. Don't dwell on it. Just think about something else. Face face the truth and think things clearly and move ahead proactively and positively, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune. This disappointment, I don't know how big this is going to be, but it might be just enough clarity for you to understand that there's someone in your life who doesn't belong in your life anymore, and their energy toward you has been bringing you down without you knowing it, and it's time to move on, and that's why you're getting this Wheel of Fortune. But you're entering into a beautiful month and a beautiful year, okay? So acknowledge any disappointments and then let them go and have clarity moving forward. That's what's coming in for you this month, is the Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay? Happy birthday month, Aries, the beautiful Aries princess. I hope we get to do another reading before the 18th. Thank you for that reading. Prisha, hope you're having a great day. Thank you. You too. Riwa, traits of my future partner. Let's get traits of Riwa's future partner. Thank you, Invita. You too. What is coming in for Prisha or Riwa? Prisha hasn't asked a question yet today. Riwa, traits of their future partner. Traits of their future partner. Riwa, traits of their future partner. Okay, so your future partner is going to look nothing like the people that you have been with in your past. Okay, they're going to be very, very different. And you're going to find that they make you feel so comfortable and at peace, and there's room to grow with them. Okay, there's this welcoming, very warm nature about them, and you just feel so comfortable with each other that anything is possible, you know. I have the feeling that with this Empress coming out, they probably are either like homebodies, where their environment, their home environment is really important to them. And maybe they like to have people over, like they like to have parties, they like to have friends, they like to entertain. Um, Yeah, this person is not in your past or in any of your current circles, okay? So if you're thinking that there might be someone in your life who you've met already that is the one that you're meant to be with, that's not it. There's no one in your current circle right now that is supposed to be meant for you, all right? Your future partner is not here yet. You have not met them yet, all right? They are hardworking, very hardworking. They're very hardworking. And they will work hard to the point of their own detriment in order to be extremely successful. Okay? It's part of their armor to be extremely productive and successful, and they are achievement oriented, and that is part of what they value as a means of self protection. Okay, so the person who you're going to end up with, your future partner, is extremely hardworking. They value their environment. They love to be around people. They do like to entertain, and they have a good bit of money, as a result of everything. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a really good match. So keep your eyes open for that person. They're not yet in your life. Okay? That's pretty encouraging, that reading. I like the sound of your future partner. I would say you want to be probably someone who cares for that part of them that thinks they are valued by their achievements, and lets them know that that's not all their value is based on. Have a great day wherever you're going.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
All right. Let's see. ASMR healing. Happy birthday, Ari, the beautiful Aries princess. See, I already love where this is going. All right, let's see. I'm going to, oh boy, all right, so I've got sassy edits. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. Let me read for sassy edits and then see how many more I can get through. Okay, will sassy edits be successful in their career by the age of 30? So you're giving it an extra 5 years. Let's see what happens in those extra 5 years. Let's find out. Will sassy edits be successful in their career by 30? By the age of 30. No, and I think it's because there's going to be a point where you decide to choose family over career. Okay. Um, it may be that you have a change, like you're on a career path right now that might change by the time you reach 30. And I think that you're going to have a few road bumps along the way because you're going to maybe find yourself in a position where you're choosing between family and career. Um, you're going to be able to handle it though, okay? You've got this Emperor card coming in here. You have a keen ability to be entrepreneurial. You're really good at managing things and understanding how to be successful. So the success is coming, but not without a couple of roadblocks. And I'm thinking that some of those roadblocks maybe you actually choose, like you choose to have a family or you choose to focus on other things for a little while. And yeah, you're just going to keep working at it. The things that you do now are going to have the biggest implications on your career in the future. That's why you're getting this Knight of Pentacles coming in. Stay on course. Definitely stay on course. Don't make any changes. I think that there's some fear right now that if you're not getting the answers you're looking for, you're thinking about changing your path. That's not what you're being told to do right now. I think you're on the best path. You got to keep working toward it, all right? But understand that timing is going to change based on events that occur. And there are many events that are going to occur between now and when you hit 30. Okay? So you're on the right track. And I think that that is the overarching theme of your readings, is that you need to just keep moving forward. Don't worry about this deadline of when you're going to be successful. I think that's going to zap some of the enthusiasm away from you if you keep focusing on that. There's a lot of life that occurs in and around career success. And along the way, your idea of success is going to fluctuate. And that's another reason why this emperor is coming in. So just stay on track, okay? Don't make any big changes. Everything's going to be okay. Even if you have some little disappointments or roadblocks or mind changing along the way, everything's going to turn out fine. Just keep on working toward it, okay? Try not to focus so heavily on the when. Focus more on the journey of it. All right? That's where you're going to find your success. Thank you for letting me read your card. I know you want like that quick answer, but universe is not going to give you that answer. There's something else. There's something else for you. You're welcome, Mila Mila. Good morning, Destiny You. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too big. And if, however you interpret that disappointment, it's going to end up putting you on the right track. Okay, it's going to end up creating something better for you. So it's a momentary disappointment, and as long as you can sort of turn, and be open to something else, it's really going to work for you. It's going to be a sort of a happy accident, or like a hidden blessing. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that reminder. I definitely appreciate when anybody likes, shares, or subscribes. Yeah. Good morning, Shelby. Thank you. All right, so Raymond Torres and Shelby Hunley, I'm going to read for you guys, and then I'm going to sign off. So yes, Raymond Torres, happy Friday. You can ask a question. Since Shelby already has their question in, I'm going to read theirs first, okay? And that'll give you time to put your question in the chat box. So Shelby, if you have time, does the universe, my guides or ancestors, have any messages or advice for me? Let's find out. And you know what? That sounds a little like a general reading too. So I'm going to do those 4 cards for Shelby. I'm going to do the love, health, career, and what you don't see coming. Okay? That feels kind of good. So we're going to do that. Oh, wait. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do universe, guides, ancestors, and guardian angels. Okay? Universe, guides, ancestors, guardian angels. What does the universe need Shelby to know? Message coming in from the universe for Shelby. Ooh, time to break some attachments. Universe is telling Shelby, you may be in a situation where you are compelled to do something or to be something. This is an attachment or an addiction. It's a chain that has bound you. You need to focus on that right now, okay? How to break away from that. And first step is acknowledging that it's there. And that's what the universe wants you to know, is that right now there needs to be some acknowledgement of whatever is binding you, whatever is chaining you, okay? So that's from the universe. What do the guides have to say? It's time. Your guides are saying that they are here to fully support you in whatever this message from the universe is. It's time for better things. It's time for you to make a change. It's a new trajectory. It's a new pattern. It's a new chapter. Okay, Wheel of Fortune upright. Who's next? Who's coming? Ancestors. Ancestors, what's your message for Shelby? Funny that this card came through, because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the ancestors, and when I picture the ancestors, I always sort of picture like almost like a conference room where they're all sort of, you know, having their conversations about the subject, and I kept hearing them saying like, no, this is up to them. This is up to Shelby. They don't have any kind of messages coming in today. Your ancestors understand that this is part of your process right now. They can't persuade you in any direction because this is yours. This is for you to do. So what do we have about a message from your guardian angels? Guardian angels want you to know it's going to start by you being aware of the areas of your life that aren't working and just start weeding the garden. Okay, they're with you, and they're going to help you highlight what's not working. They're going to help you clear up the confusion and understand the steps to take along the way. All right? So that's from your guardian angels. And we're seeing some probably Shelby. Hi, Curtis. So I'm just listening. I'm just listening. The information is coming through, and then I am clarifying it with the cards. The cards give a really good visual and a message. So Ohana means family. I actually am going to close it out. I was going to take one more question from Raymond Torres, but Raymond, I think, must have left because they didn't put their question here. So Shelby was the last one, and I do have to close out now. I got to go. So guys, thank you all so much for stopping in today and allowing me to read your cards. If you are, interested in sharing this, please share it. If you found this entertaining or fun or enlightening or clarifying, please consider liking. And if you want more content like this, please consider subscribing so that you get notifications for when I am starting the live readings. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday.